Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, is the light on? Oh, it is on. Hey. So basically, guys, what we have here is we got ourselves a battery down here. Now, I'm gonna be running this here because I basically got this one for free. Still works perfectly fine, brand new. And yeah, I just haven't had the time to get her all wired up. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. So we got ourselves a good old battery case because it's always good to have one of these while you're running them in the house, you know. This does come with a lid, too. There it is. Sorry I'm shaky, I was just having a funny laugh with my grandma. Alright. Yep, and that basically just sits on there like that. So yeah, this battery does 12 volts at 154 amps. So it's pretty good. We have our wires here. Positive, negative, makes it look like a smiley face. This is, of course, DD Audio wire, Digital Designs, the good stuff. And you might be wondering, well, why is your positive wire shorter than your negative wire, and well, why is your negative wire longer than your positive wire? Well, you see, my positive is pretty simple. You see, all I gotta do, run it from there. See if I can get it. See, all I'd have to do is run it from there to there. So, not that hard. The negative wire is a little bit longer though, because it has to go from down there clear to over there. So yeah, this should be fun. Alright guys, update. We got ourselves our remote installed down there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna unplug this. I'll show you guys. What we're gonna do, we got our battery hooked up. Alright, as you can see, battery hooked up, nothing. Now, this is going to be a big shock, so don't flip. This gets me just about every time. On, okay, 3. Oh shit, this is going to scare the heck out of me. Ready? Oh, that actually wasn't too bad. But yeah, as you guys can see, we have ourselves our remote installed, and if I plug it back on in, I'll show you guys. Might have to put the camera down for this, but whatever, dude. Alright, there we go. So, as you can see, remote is installed. As you can see, strong voltage. As you can see, as soon as we turn that off, voltage starts lowering down. Turn it on, pop, back up. Turn it off, starts going down. So, pretty dope. I like it. It's pretty cool. So as you guys can see, we finally have everything installed. Dual 4 gauge. Going to the guy here. It's gonna shock, but oh, didn't that time. But yeah, switch, everything hooked up. Power supply, main power supply hooked up. So yeah. The only fear is that will my voltage of my power supply damage this battery, and will it make it start smoking or seizing? This is my question. I have no idea. Alright guys, small little update. As you can see, we got the main wires hooked up. Amplifier positive hooked up. That is a little loose. That is not good. Oh, he's tightened. There we go. We got the amplifier's negative chilling down here. It's like, it's right there. There's my stereo. Oh, capacitor. But yep, everything's still wired up. Yep, good. We're gonna be replacing this wire right here. It's too short. Right now at the moment, I'll be hooking up the remote wire. So what we're gonna do, I'll show you guys because we're gonna do something a little cool. We're gonna kind of ground our negative wire out. So, or not our negative, our remote wire. Sorry. Jeez. Okay. Let me take these sheets off real quickly. Here we go. All right. So now we gotta look for a specific wire that we've hooked up. Let's see. We gotta hook this up. Oh, there it is. It's down there. See that? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna thread this through like that. Wrap it around. Alright, hooked up. So now, every time we turn our little switch on right here, our amplifier should turn on too. This is also going to be the main switch. It's going to allow power to run through from our battery to the capacitor and everything. But yeah, it's also going to be the thing that's like the remote start of the amplifier. And this is 8 gauge wire too. I think, is it 8 gauge? It is 8 gauge. So yeah, it's pretty thick. Alright guys, so we got our amplifier on idle. As you can see, we have it all hooked up. As you can see, it's starting to look a lot more like it now, ain't it? Yeah. But yeah, that's what it looks like. We got the X going in, and this didn't really work as I thought it would. What we're gonna have to do is, instead of installing our remote right here, down here at the ground, we're gonna have to install it up here with this guy right here. So yeah, but basically this still does work. Flip on switch, you got it. But yeah, so this works. Everything is good. Battery idle, 12.3 volts. We're good. So yeah, we're gonna reinstall our remote wire, and so yeah. So once again on idle, remoted, reading 10 volts right now. My amp is just barely staying on. So yeah, it's on off. It's on the off position, but the capacitor is running enough voltage to this guy to really keep it up, you know. It's on 9 volts. Hopefully when this hits 0, my amplifier shuts off. I'm hoping that it shuts off. If it shuts off, that means that we got the proper ground thing, because this is off right now. So yeah, the lights are already starting to dim here on the sides. So that's what we want. It's at 0 though, and it's staying on. So I wonder how we're gonna do this. It's staying on just barely. Huh. It's still on. Okay, well, let's try this. Let's try running some frequencies through it to fully pull it down. Because boy, that thing is really, it's staying. Huh. Dang. Jeez. I think I'm gonna have to undo my remote every time I want my amp to shut off. That is ridiculous. Look at this. My lights are already almost turned off, but literally everything is still on. This is definitely not as I was planning. It's still receiving power through the subs. They're all going. That's crazy. That has to solo be off the battery. That is hilarious. Yo. That thing isn't even running properly. Well, you know what I might do, guys, is this amplifier is still on. The lights are completely off, but it's still on. Well, what I might do is, crap, you'd have thought after the capacitor being off that... There we go. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cover on this thing, and I'm going to turn on my power supply here. And we're going to see if this runs, okay? Because if this doesn't run, and if it blows up, guys... Oh, shoot. Because literally, this is not going as I expected it to already. Well, the thing is that, am I able to put the cap on? correctly. They do have, the cap has these little slots, but I think this thing is in the way. Has to be like that or something. That has to be like that. That should work. Literally still on. My battery's dropped to 0. I don't know why it's continuing to run my amp, but that's kind of strange. As soon as I turn my capacitor off, it's just completely dead. Okay, so, well, I'm hooking it up as I'm supposed to. I got the power supply over here, then the capacitor, and then to the battery, and then the battery to the amp. So I'm hooking it up as it should be, you know. So I don't know. It should work. I'm gonna get my dad down here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go get him just in case. So you need to watch out in case this thing explodes. This battery explodes. This ain't gonna be very pretty, alright? Round and around. Okay. Alright, well. Alright, guys, everything is working. Battery is installed. Everything good. Basically, we're gonna do this whole Elfie thing again. Oh, yeah. What you doing? What you doing?
You got the bottom one going too?
Oh, yeah. What you up to?
What you got going?
No, I just have that battery installed down there. But that's about it. See it?
Oh, yeah.
In the little black case. Hopefully the amplifier doesn't have its voltage drop anymore. Alright. I'm gonna see how it's gonna look. Coca-Cola.
Where's your port on this?
Huh?
Where's your port on this?
My port on it?
Oh, you got it blocked off.
I don't.
It's back. It's clear back in there. You got
Back
to turn
there.
it around where it's going that way. Out in the open.
It's louder this way, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You're losing all that port back there in the middle of nowhere.
Well, it's louder that way, though.
You can't even feel anything.
What do you mean?
You just feel it from there and you feel on this. But you can't feel. You got to push some air. You can't push air back in the corner.
But it's louder that way.
Okay. Gotta figure out what we're gonna eat here.
Alright. I noticed something too. I also noticed that I don't have to have the power supply on this time for it to actually run. Literally, that's how good that battery is. I could literally just run it without the power supply and I could still do full blast. It's a dang good battery. I use it because it seems like the power supply makes the sub sound a little louder. I can also raise the voltage on it. You know.
You need a bigger power supply.
Yeah. This is the hard-hitting song. That's a good song right there, I gotta admit. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good one.
Okay. You better shut her off for a while.
LOL.
We gotta figure out what we're gonna eat here.
Alright, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Helps out a ton. See you guys in the next video.